Does your daily commute have you going over Chapman Mountain? You may start to see some changes to the speed limits along US-72. Here's why. The east end of I-565 all the way to Shields Road is almost 4 miles. In that stretch, the speed limit goes from 70 to 50 back to 65. According to the city of Huntsville and the Alabama Department of Transportation, city growth and traffic is causing them to reevaluate speed limits along that entire stretch of road. Fox 54's Caleb Aguayo takes us to Chapman Mountain to bring us up to speed.
These speed limits up on Chapman Mountain subject to change. The city of Huntsville and the Alabama Department of Transportation are working together to adjust the speed limits along US-72. According to Seth Burkett with AlDOT, it'll better reflect the growth and development headed east toward Moores Mill Road. He also says it'll better match the speeds people are actually driving up on the mountain.
As you see development along that corridor, you see a lot more traffic, coming in and out of areas, that are developing there along US-72. So that can kind of create some issues and presents a good situation where you might want to look at reducing the speed limits.
Burkett says it's almost all because of new developments along the highway, from restaurants and businesses to apartment complexes, and all of that brings consistently heavier traffic to and from Huntsville.
Typically, we get a request from the municipality that they would like to see a speed limit change in an area. Oftentimes it has to do with development or new growth, new roads and intersections that may be going in along a corridor.
Some of those speed limits along US-72 will be raised and others lowered, but they're aiming to make them all a consistent 55 miles per hour all the way to the Huntsville city limit just past Shields Road. The city's traffic engineering director, Nick Neen, said in a statement that it's part of a reassessment that the city does every year to accommodate growth and development. He said, "Safety and consistency is key. We look at growth, the addition of new developments, increase or decrease in volume of traffic, and speed study analysis to determine whether speed limits should be adjusted within our guidelines. It's part of an ever-growing and changing city." Burkett says the AlDOT study is most heavily influenced by the common speed of traffic on a given road. The next steps belong to the city of Huntsville, but speed limits in general are constrained to some degree by statewide legislation. In Huntsville, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
And he also says AlDOT's speed study aligns with the city's annual review, suggesting that the change needs to be made, but it will require a city ordinance to update the speed limit.